François Legault, Premier ministre du Québec. Je l'ai appris en
I learned about it in February 2025. Now, should I have known about it? I think so. Quebec's Premier François Legault testifying here at the Gallant Commission Tuesday morning, saying he only learned about the cost overruns at the SAAQ in February when the Auditor General's report of the province's auto insurance board was made public. That comes after an earlier testimony suggesting the Premier's office had been warned as early as 2020 about a risk of SAAQclic's ballooning price tag. Legault also admitted his premiers, particularly Transport Minister Geneviève Guilbeault, should have pressed harder for answers, adding that his government never received information in a clear way.
Pour moi, ce qui est important,
For me, what's important is to delegate effectively from one level to another. Delegating doesn't mean washing your hands of the matter. It means continuing to follow up. Legault was confronted with a document published by the SAAQ in 2022 showing that the province's auto insurance board planned to pay its suppliers an additional $222 million, inflating the original contract set in 2017 to a cost of $682 million. The Premier testified that the deal with suppliers should have been made clearer from the start and that the SAAQ should have communicated those changes to the government as soon as they happened.
moi, je souhaiterais que tout le monde
I want everyone to be accountable, and I didn't feel that from certain people. The SAAQ. Legault says that while his ministers could have pressed harder, the main problem lies with the leaders of the SAAQ. He said that they were the ones who miscalculated cost overruns and deadlines in the contract with suppliers.
Je pense que
I think the ministers could have asked more questions, but it was in a context where the urgency was to restore services and information wasn't clear. The Premier closing his testimony with a sharp warning on accountability, saying there needs to be solid consequences for those responsible for the fiasco.
je comprends que c'est pas simple.
I understand that it's not easy in government with job security, but there should be consequences. Quebecers expect there to be consequences. Political analysts like Daniel Belland say that while Legault was right to admit that he should have known more about the SAAQclic overruns, he's far from out of the woods. Belland says that the Gallant Commission's final report could still deal a heavy blow to the SAAQ, especially with the province's 2026 general election on the horizon.
The report will be really important. Once the report is out, the report can be very damning for his government. We'll see how the commissioner, Judge Gallant, perceives the testimony of François Legault. He will comment on that, I'm sure, directly or indirectly in the report.
The Premier's testimony also comes in tandem as a cabinet shuffle aimed at refreshing the image of his government. But Belland says that the refresh is unlikely to make any waves, with all eyes likely to stay fixed on the SAAQ's role in the fiasco.
Quebecers will still be mad about this whole debacle, and they will blame his government and in a way François Legault for this, regardless of what he said. I think in the end, he's the Premier.
In Montreal, Zachary Cheung, City News.